students, this is Mrs. Kriplani again. Last time I explained to you from Maths 2 of Standard 9, exercise 1.2, sum numbers 1 to 4. We have to still do sum number 5 and 6. Now these two sums, sum number 5 and 6, you'll understand better when you learn the concept of opposite rays, union, intersection and subset from your algebra portion of chapter 1. So when your teacher finishes in algebra these chapters, then you try to follow this video again. Anyways, I will explain to you these concepts as I go on doing these questions. Now if you want to understand what are opposite rays, now a ray has an end point. This is also called end point or starting point. If I want a ray with end point R, there will be two rays, one in this direction to the right, another in this direction to the left, but the end point will be point R. Now with the end point R, the ray to the right can be named as, first letter will be letter R, it will be called ray RP. You can even call it ray RQ. You can choose any letter on this side, but the starting letter will be R. The ray which is going in the opposite direction, it will be named as ray RS or ray RT. So these two rays, ray RS and RT, are one and the same rays. These will be the opposite rays of ray RP or ray RQ. Now they have asked in the first question, write the name of the opposite ray of RP. Now RP can also be named as ray RQ. Now opposite ray of this will be in the opposite direction but with the same starting point R. So in the answer, the name of the ray will start with letter R. So you can call it ray RS or ray RT, is one and the same rays, that is the ray opposite to the ray RP. The next question is on intersection set. Now from your algebra knowledge, if you know what is intersection, I'll tell you what is intersection. If we have got two sets, the common elements of both the sets is called intersection set. Now we want to write the intersection set of ray PQ and ray RP. See in the diagram, ray PQ. Ray PQ starts from here, whose end point is P. The first letter in the ray is the end point. It's even called starting point. The intersection of ray PQ starts from here and goes in this direction. From here goes in this direction. And ray RP starts from letter R and goes in direction of P because the name is RP. Starting point is R. R will be called as starting point or end point of the ray, but goes in the direction of P. Now ray RP starts from here and goes endlessly this side, and ray PQ starts from here and goes endlessly in this direction. So for ray RP and for ray PQ, the common part is this part, ray PQ. This is the common part. The common part is called the intersection set. So we'll say the intersection of ray PQ and ray RQ is ray RP. Ray RP will be the common part. Sorry, ray PQ, follow again. We want to find the intersection set of ray PQ and RP. See the diagram. Ray PQ starts from here and goes endlessly in this direction, and ray RP starts from here and goes endlessly in this direction. So this much part is a common part, that is ray PQ. Ray PQ is the intersection of these two rays. That's what we write in the answer. Ray PQ is the intersection set of ray PQ and ray RP. Now next concept is of union. Intersection is the common part of the two sets. So of these two rays, we took the common part. In the previous question, the common part was ray PQ, that is the intersection. Now what do we do in union? In union, we unite all the elements of both these sets, ray PQ and ray QR. If we join each and every element of this set plus each and every element of this set without repeating the common elements twice. See the diagram, ray PQ and ray QR. We join both, what do you get? Ray PQ and ray QR. See ray PQ and ray QR. Ray PQ starts from here. Ray PQ starts from here, goes in direction of Q. So this is ray PQ. From here, it goes endlessly that side. And ray QR starts from here and goes endlessly this side. For both these rays, this much is a common part, which would be the intersection actually. But if you join all the elements of this set plus all the elements of this set, you get the entire line. So we can say the union of these two, of ray PQ and ray QR, is line PQ. You can tell the name of this line by choosing any two letters of this line. You call it line PQ, line QR, line RP, line SP, line TQ is the name of this entire line. So if you join all the elements of this ray PQ plus all the elements of this ray QR, this part is a common part. The common part is not repeated twice. So if you join all the elements of this ray plus all the elements of this ray, you get the full line. So you can call it line PQ or line QR is the union of these two rays. State the rays of which segment QR is a subset. Now you should know the concept of subset. You have to tell the name of all the rays of which this segment will be a subset. Subset means a small part of the bigger set. Segment QR is a small part of which bigger sets, of which all rays. Tell the name of the rays of which this segment will be a part of it. Subset is a part, is a small part of the bigger set. Now let us see in the diagram segment QR. Segment from Q to R, this segment from point Q to point R, this segment is a subset of the ray starting from here. You can say ray RQ. Ray RQ and ray RP is one and the same ray. So segment QR is a subset of ray RQ. Name of ray RQ can also be told ray RP. Now this part is coming inside it, is coming inside ray RQ. So that is segment QR is a subset of the ray RQ. Now if you will see, segment QR is also coming inside any ray which goes in this direction also, starting from Q. So that means segment QR is a subset of ray, you can say ray QP or ray QR or ray QS or ray QT. All these are one and the same rays because they are starting from the same point and going in this direction. So segment QR is also a subset of these rays. Ray QP, ray QR, ray QS and ray QT are all one and the same rays. Segment QR can also be a subset of the rays starting from point S and going towards the right. That means it is also a subset. Segment QR is also coming inside ray SQ, starting from S and going this direction. Ray SQ is different from ray RQ because RQ starts from R and goes in this direction. Ray SQ starts from S and goes in the right direction. Segment QR is also a part of the ray starting from point T and going towards the right. That is ray, you can call it ray TP or ray TQ or ray TR or ray TS is one and the same ray. All these are same rays. When you put starting point T and take any point in this direction, they are all one and the same rays. So segment QR is also, segment from Q to R, also a subset of the ray TQ, ray SR, ray RQ, and it is also a subset of, segment QR is also a subset of any ray which is going in this direction. That is ray QR. Ray QR can also be named as ray QP or ray QS or ray QT, right? So it's subset of all these rays. So we've written over here that it is subset of which all rays? Segment QR is a subset of ray QR, ray RQ, ray SQ, ray TQ, and ray QR. Ray QR can also be named as ray QS because the starting point is same Q and going in one direction. Ray QR, ray QS, ray QT and ray QP. All these four rays are same. You can write any one name from these four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any one ray because all these four rays represent the same ray. Now they want a pair of opposite rays with common endpoint R. Now with common endpoint R, we want opposite rays. See in the diagram. With endpoint R, opposite rays. One will be ray going in this direction to the right. Another will be opposite ray will go endpoint will be R, will going in towards the left. So these are the two rays which are opposite rays. Now name of this ray can be told as ray RP or RQ. And the opposite ray can be named as ray RS or ray RT. So ray RQ, opposite ray of that is ray RT. Or you can even say ray RS. See, ray RP and ray RS is the opposite rays with a common endpoint R. The endpoint is always written in the starting name, first letter of the ray. That represents the endpoint of the ray. Because the ray ends on that side and goes endlessly in the other direction. Next he is asking, write any two rays with common endpoint S. Any two rays, not necessarily opposite rays. Any two rays with common endpoint S. Let's see in the diagram first. With common endpoint S, any two rays. One ray will be endpoint S, starting with letter S and going in direction to the right, whose name can be, the name of that ray can be ray SR or SP or ray SQ. It's all one and the same ray. The end point is written first and then you take any other letter here, it is the same ray. And the other ray, one is ray SR or SP or SQ, write any one name. And another ray with the same end point will go in the opposite direction. That will be ray ST. So two rays with a common endpoint S is ray SR and ray ST are two rays with common endpoint S. Now we want intersection set of ray SP and ray ST. Intersection set means the common part of both the rays. How much part is common? Ray SP and ST. See the diagram. SP and ST. SP and ST. Ray SP starts from here S and goes in direction of P. This is ray SP. And ray SP is this ray, and ray ST starts from S and goes in direction of T. Now ray SP, this ray from S going in direction of P is called ray SP, and ray ST is in the opposite. These are opposite rays. The two opposite rays have one and only one common point, that is a common end point. So we have to say point S. The intersection set of these two rays is point S. Okay, this completes sum number 5. Students, let's go to question number 6. In question number 6, we have to answer the questions with reference to the figure given below. On this figure, there is a number line. Point A represents 0, and after every 2 units they have named one point. From 0 to 2 is 2 units. Point B. From 2 to 4 again 2 units. Again that is point C. From C to D again 2 units, from 4 to 6. And even on the left hand side, after every 2 units they have named one point. From 0 to P it is 2 units. Again from P to Q is 2 units, but from P to L is 1 unit. From Q to U is 1 unit, from Q to R is 2 units. So there are units to the left of A, and there are unit distances to the right of A. Now he is asking, state the points which are equidistant from point B. Equidistant means at equal distance from point B. Now from point B, if you want to take equal distance, means 2 units to the right and 2 units to the left. So we can see that from point B, point C is 2 units to the right and point A is 2 units to the left. So we can say point C and A are equidistant from point B, as both are at a distance of 2 units from point B. If you look carefully at that figure, there can be one more point, there can be one more pair of points at equal distance from B. If you take from B to P, it is 4 units to the left, and B to D is 4 units to the right. So point B is also at equal distance from D and P. So we can say also point D and P are equidistant from point B, as both the points are at a distance of 4 units from B. Now the second part of this question is ditto same as the first part. So you'll easily be able to understand and solve it on your own. You can see it's same, you can go through it over here. I've kept it over here for you to see, but it is similar answer as the first part. Now look at the third part of question 6. Third part is a very easy part. You have to use same concept which you used in exercise 1.1, that is how to find distance between any 2 points. To find distance between any 2 points, if you remember what I explained in the first video, if you have not seen, you please go through that. You learn how to find distance between 2 points. To find distance between 2 points, I will take one example and explain to you again. We must note the coordinate of point U and the coordinate of point V on the number line, and then find out of the 2 coordinates of these points which is a greater coordinate. Use the concept to find the distance greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. Let's find, for example, distance UV. Look at the coordinates of U and V on the number line again. See, point U, if you see carefully, after minus 4, one more unit, the coordinate of point U is minus 5, because between minus 4 and minus 6 will be minus 5. We have to find distance UV. Now where is point V? Let's locate where is point V over here. Point V is on the right hand side and it is 1 unit from C. That means from 0, this is 2 units, 4 units, you can say this is 5 units. It's 5 units to the right. So its coordinate is plus 5. Now V is plus 5 and U is minus 5. Therefore, out of these 2 coordinates, minus 5 and plus 5, which will be the greater coordinate, out of these 2, the one which is the right hand side is always greater than the one which is the left hand side. So 5 is greater than minus 5. So how will we find distance UV now? To find distance UV, we know the greater coordinate is plus 5 and smaller coordinate is minus 5. So see the steps, how we find out distance UV. To find distance UV, the coordinate of U is minus 5, the coordinate of V is plus 5. Now we know 5 is greater than minus 5. Therefore, don't cancel this. It has been cancelled by mistake over here with pencil. To find distance UV, I will use the concept greater coordinate minus smaller coordinate. Greater coordinate is 5. 5 is greater than minus 5. So greater coordinate minus the smaller coordinate, put in bracket because it's negative. The answer then will be minus into minus will become plus. So 5 plus 5, 10. So we say distance UV is 10 units. All the other questions of this third part, all the remaining distances are to be done with the same concept as I have done in this first question. So I need not show you all that. You will be able to do it on your own easily. Now see children, if you see this video and like it, please press the like button, share with your friends so that they can also take benefit of my explanation, and subscribe so that each time I give you a new video, you'll get notification. Now students, what my aim is not to earn money from this channel, but to help students of standard 9th with a good explanation. So in future, which sums you find difficult from the problem set or from subsequent chapters, if you tell me in the comment box, then I will solve those questions only. I don't want to create each and every question answer for you like a guidebook. I don't want to be a guidebook for you. I want to give you only good explanation. Therefore, please give me comment in the comment box and tell me whether you followed the explanation or not, and tell me which sums you find very difficult. I will help you out only in those sums. Okay? Take care, stay home, stay safe. Goodbye. See you again.